All right. What's up? Happy Friday, everybody. Oops. Caught something right off the bat here. Somebody's going to say something. There we go. Now we're good. A little tight, but it'll work. There. Now you guys can see her. How you guys doing? What's happening? Mr. Young, what's cracking, buddy? How you doing, man? Thanks for jumping on. Appreciate you. Love it, love it, love it. Oh, how's everything going, man? Listen, those of you that watch this, that jump on and whatnot. If you're not sure who Wesley Young is, you got to check him out. He's got a cool organization and just a solid dude. So, Wesley, put your information below so everybody can see what it is. We're just getting started here. I'm back in the studio, as you guys can see, the home studio, and it's good to be back. I've been on the road for the last couple weeks. A lot's going on, or a lot has been going on. So, but it's been good. Thanks, man. It's become a staple of the show, I guess. I don't I don't know. It's funny. Everybody, yeah. It is what it is. All right, I'm gonna trying to multitask here, but it never seems to work out. So, Bandit Heroes Outdoors. That's right. You guys got some cool stuff coming up. Um, well, listen, man, I'm glad you jumped on. It's like I said, I'm trying to get back in the swing of things here. This is the first time I've done the show in the last couple of weeks. I tried doing it last week when I was in Nashville. Kind of walked you guys around. That was the first time I've ever done anything like that. But it's good to be back. So I'm going to jump in here and talk about kind of recap everything what's been going on with me over the last couple of weeks and what we got coming up for HMG, because a lot of stuff's going on, and I don't know if you guys have noticed anything different about me uh, today, but we got some new stuff coming out, and we got some hats that are going to be available. Sis, good morning. How are you? Christina, always good to see you jumping on. Thank you. Appreciate your support. Band of Heroes Outdoors, yeah. Man, you guys are doing a whole bunch of stuff, which is crazy, Wes. I don't know how you do it, man. Hats off to you, brother. Appreciate you. So yeah, let's dive into this here, guys. I've missed you guys. I missed being behind the mic. Tried, like I said, been trying to do the show on the road, and it's always kind of different when you're on the road because I don't carry all the equipment with me and stuff like that all the time. I didn't this last time because it was kind of a family thing, if you will. Um, Summer's over. Summer done. Kids are back to school. It's getting that back to school season, and that's what we did. I took Little Bird back to college, and before we, Patty, hey Patty, so we went back to Little Bird and I went back to Wisconsin. Hung up there for a couple of days. We were up there, I don't know, 4 or 5 days. Got to, go in the woods and had to get some stuff done at our family cabin, and was good. It was good. And then we had a family reunion with my grandparents. Took my grandparents, got to see them, which is always fun. And then we went to my grandmother's side family reunion, and I haven't been to that side of the family reunion in like almost 30 years. 28 years, something like that. It was ridiculous. So I got to see like, distance cousins and stuff like that, who I was, grew up with and knew growing up. So I haven't seen them. It was really, really nice to do that. And that was good. From there, Little Bird and I drove down to Omaha, Nebraska. That's where he goes to school. And this week they started school. He was there a week early because he was allowed to move in a week early due to his commitments with ROTC. And he started up this week, and things are going good there. So I miss him as most parents miss their kids, but I'm happy that he's happy, and that's all I care about. I just want him to be happy, and he's excited to be back, and he's got some new ventures coming up. So we're excited about that. So Omaha, and then from there, Nashville, Tennessee, baby. Yeah, Nashville, probably not the same after Bird was out there. It was always a good time out in Nashville. You have fun. You go down to Broadway, and I've done that scene before, but this was extra special. I got to take the missus out there, and she'd never been, and it was kind of like for her birthday and whatnot. Sarah, what's up? Good morning to you. Appreciate you. Sarah, put the Worth It Hollow stuff underneath so people can follow you. So I was in Nashville, and we stayed in Nashville for 3 nights. And from there, I had to do some work. Went down to Short Mountain Distillery, got to see Billy and Brian. And, Brian has since left Short Mountain. We miss him dearly. Great dude. Love him to death. Billy, always busy. Love hanging out with Billy. And listen, if you're in the Middle Tennessee area, like down by Murfreesboro, it's like 20 minutes from Murfreesboro. So go down to Woodbury, Tennessee, Short Mountain Distillery. They got 400 acres of just bliss. It's freaking awesome. The food's good. Restaurants are open, I think, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, maybe Sunday morning. Check it out if you're down there. Food's really good, and the drinks are even better. You can check out our gin. They serve our gin down there, and you can also pick the gin up at any location in Tennessee. Just find out. Pick it up at Short Mountain Distillery. So yeah, did a couple of days down in Nashville, had fun, and then boom, I'm back at it, back here. And it's kind of nice. I get to be home for, I don't know, maybe 3 weeks before I'm back on the road. So that's kind of it caught up in a nutshell. That's what's been going on here for the last couple weeks. And we got a busy couple weeks coming up. Being here, we're hiring. Heroes Media Group is hiring. We are looking for audio engineers, people that want to do audio and video production. So if you have any of that experience, send me your resume. You can send your resume at info@heroesmediagroup.com. And send that up, and we'll set up an appointment, and do an interview, and see if you want to come on board and join part of the team. So yeah, we're growing, and we need help, and we want to. Part of the mission here at HMG is to create jobs. So by all means, info@heroesmediagroup.com if you're interested. What do you guys think? Give me your honest opinion. I got to give a shout out. I freaking love these things. So you see, it's just the star, and I'll get into that in just a second. It's kind of like the old, it's the classic snapback, trucker style hat, kind of a shorter brim. These are the types that I, love to go through. I've never done hats before, and not all the businesses that I've been a part of that I've owned, I've never done hats before. And I freaking, so I pulled the trigger on these. I did it. Shout out to my man, Nick, over at Frag Out Clothing Company, who's here in Pennsylvania. He's been a longtime friend of mine. He got these done up fairly quickly. So it was awesome. Thank you. So listen, these hats, if you want one, they're on sale. We're going to sell them. They're $25 plus shipping. So if you're interested, here's what you can do. email hats@hmgbeverage.com. So let me explain the hat again real quick. So the star, that's our logo, and you see that with the Heroes Media Group. And then you also see that star on the HMG Beverage logo as well. So there's a holding company that owns, I don't know, the rights to the star, which I don't know. I'm the director of the holding company, but that's what we use. So it's kind of like a universal. So you can rep HMG or HMG Beverage. Mr. McFadden, how are you, brother? Looking forward to chatting with you this weekend. I hope all is well. Great show. Great show this week. Let me see here. What else? So if you're interested in the hat, again, if you're interested in the hat, they're $25. Email hats@hmgbeverage.com. I've got a couple right now, and I've already ordered more. So yeah, I have. This is the first time I'm going live. You guys are kind of hearing it first here. A couple people know that I've told about just here in and around the neighborhood that want it. So get it done. Hats@hmgbeverage.com. $25. Boom. Let me see here. What else? We got events coming up. Man, whew. And it's almost like the end of August already, right? Let me see here. Holy crap. Yeah, it's end of middle of August already. So we got some events coming up. Let me talk about some of these events. September 9th, Clarksville. They're doing the Spartan Pledge. They're going to have live music, food trucks, vendors, guest host, our buddy Boone Cutler. It's going to be over at Liberty Park in Clarksville, Tennessee. The admission is free. Parking is free. So I will post a flyer to that here in a minute. And then also in what I'm going to presume is Tennessee. Yes, Mount Pleasant, Tennessee, September 10th, the Murray County Holistic Trauma Recovery Suicide Prevention Fair. That's a mouthful. September 10th, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. So you can check that out. I'll post both of those there. Listen, those of you that are out there in the old interweb lands that watch, if you have stuff coming up or events that are coming up, send them to us. Either direct message the Facebook page here or email info@heroesmediagroup.com the flyer, and I'll talk about it on the show. I'll post it. Let me know what you guys have coming up. Also in September, September 23rd, the All Heroes Welcome Ball, and that same weekend, the next day, September 24th, the All Heroes Open. Both events put on by our good friends over at Team Addo. So for more information, you go to allheroesopen.com and you can check that out. So yeah, that's the events that we got coming on. And again, if you got stuff coming up and you want me to talk about it and post it and blast it out on the old interwebs, hit me up. Let me know. I want to know what's going on in your guys' world. And invite me, if you got events coming up and I can come out, I'd love to come out, support you guys. So anyway, what do we got? Hey, I want to open this up a little bit. I saw a very interesting thing about recruiting in the military. Military's having recruiting problems right now, right? Particularly the Army. And this is coming from the Ubaldi reports, who they're one of the shows on the network. I'll talk about their show here in a little bit. But one of the things that they discussed this week, and I thought it was kind of eye-opening, really. At the end of June of this year, the Army was 60% below its annual baseline target. And if it continues, and this is the recruiting efforts, right? So they're 60% below its annual baseline recruiting target. And if it continues like this the rest of the year, it would make it 40,000 troops smaller than authorized by congressionally mandated. And if you're looking to read the whole article, go to ubaldireports.com. But that blows my mind, and I'm wondering, why are we having such a problem recruiting right now? And this is kind of an open-ended question. I mean, I think a lot of us know why. But I'm kind of curious. I want to hear your guys' thoughts. Why is the military having such a hard time? Why is the military having such a hard time recruiting right now? And really, with that being said, I got to give a shout out to the ROTC programs that are out there, because these young men and women that are in this that are in the ROTC programs and whatnot, the cadre are really cool at a lot of these schools. At least the schools that I've dealt with in the past have been great people. So there is hope. There is hope for a future. But anyway, I wanted to share that. Blew my mind. Recruiting problems in the military. What do we got here? Let me get caught up on these notes. Sarah. What do we have here? I'll be ordering with that. Thank you. Appreciate your support, Sarah. Please help me get some of the votes, shares. Miss Stars and Stripes. Mrs. Stars and Stripes. What? Oh, I'm going to be calling you on that one. Christine, I love the hat. Need some for me and the boys. All right, let's make it happen. Love it. What else is going on? I'm just, I'm happy to be back. Happy to be back and home for a little bit. What else is going on? What else is going on in the world? Travis, good morning. I'm actually going to be talking about you here in about 2 seconds. Thank you for jumping on. Great show last night, man. Awesome show last night. Those of you that don't know, or that might be crawling out from under a rock, our buddy Travis there, Oscar Mike Radio. He does a live show every Thursday night, Eastern Daylight Time, 8 p.m., I believe, 7 or 8, something like that. Oscar Mike Radio. Go check it out. He does great interviews. Last night was nothing short of amazing. Castor Selmy. Castor served in the Army with an artillery battery, and after boot camp was sent to the Philippines. Travis, when talking with him, for the first time, heard about Pearl Harbor and the atomic bombing from someone who lived through that period of history. And here's the really cool thing about this show. This gentleman is 100 years old, and he is not slowing down. And I tell you what, it was really freaking amazing to watch and to listen to. So check that out. That's this week's Oscar Mike Radio. We're going to get right into it, folks. That's what we're doing. We're jumping right into this right now. Next up in the queue, who do we have here? And my screen froze. I hope you guys can still see me here. Is this still working? Let me see here. Hold on. Stand by, folks. Stand by. All right, here we go. Next up, Rise Up, Life on Fire from our friends battle2b.org. Listen, Krista's been doing these like quick, short little 7-minute interviews, or not interviews, talks and stuff. And it's like literally the best 7 minutes of your life. They're freaking awesome. But they're getting ready to go on the road. They're gearing up for their September 1 through September 5th ferryman mission. They'll be stopping in Colorado to be in a film about PTSD. And Krista's actually going to be talking in the film and whatnot. If you're not following Battle2B, make sure you go check out their Facebook page, Battle2B. It's awesome. They got a good show. She puts on a good show. So do me a favor, go check it out. All right, what else do we got here? Next up, we got the Arms Room Show every Monday, 2 p.m., Arizona, Mountain Standard Time. This week, they're talking about how to understand the opposition and how to spot criminals before they strike. You may want to pay attention to this one, folks. This is a good one. That's the Arms Room. Next up, we got Because Bikers Matter podcast. This one's getting to be a very, very popular show on the network. I like this one. Check out Biker Dad host the show and interview our man David at the My Child's Life Matter ride last month. This is a very, very informative episode, guys, so check it out. Hey, thanks, Sarah. Appreciate it. Thank you. So that's this week's Because Bikers Matter podcast. All right, pay attention to this next one. Pushing Back Chaos. Paul was just on here. He's one of the hosts of this show. This week they're talking about our relationship to stress. Is there a way of relating to stress that is different and that brings with it new freedom, right? What if we could shift the feeling of stress into one where we see opportunity, challenge, and growth? This week, the three were missing. There were only two this week. Raph was, Raph flies commercial jets, and that gets to be very busy sometimes. So Raph wasn't able to make it, but Melon and Mike talk, and Melon talks about looking for ways to either shift your mindset or to take action to change the environment that you're in. Sometimes you need to either power through, or sometimes you do need to power through, and then sometimes you need to just address the fundamentals and take a knee and take a breather. Mike talks about preparing his life before the bang or stressful event occurs. He prepares his environment and culture and resources, gets into communication, and identifies allies. These 4 steps bring clarity around the best and worst case, which in turn reduces surprise and shock when the stressful event occurs. So it's all about preparation. How do you guys handle stress? That's what they're asking. Pushing Back Chaos. Great show this week, guys. How are you guys handling stress? All right. Let me see here. How does Adam handle stress and multitasking? What do we got? Andrew, good morning, brother. Hope you're still on. Tony, what's up, man? Oh, happy Friday, brother. Good to thanks for jumping on, man. Thanks for jumping on. Okay. All right. So that was Pushing Back Chaos, handling stress. What do we got next? The Power of Investing in People podcast with our gal Shay Sparks. This week, who was on this week? This week we have, I'll tell you here in just a second because my notes got it. Jill Rath. She helps organizations that now acknowledge their people are their greatest assets, but need help creating new systems and procedures to develop the connection culture, which exhibits this core value, resulting in higher retention and greater productivity for true collaborative team. You got to check this out. It's freaking awesome. Great show. And if you own a business or whatnot, this is definitely an episode you don't want to miss. So that's this week's The Power of Investing in People podcast. Let me see here. Next up, we got License for Love. This week's title, We Are Family. In a world where there seems to be everything only one side or the other, her voice makes a home in the middle where everyone is welcome. A refreshing breath of fresh air and literally music to your ears. This week's guest, Laura Brianna. She's a community neighbor, non-veteran, has a very strong belief that you should love what you are passionate about and celebrate who you are, but absolutely not at all the cost of others doing the same. Excuse me. This reflects her diversity artistry in multiple genres of music and messaging of including everyone. This is a really cool episode. Great guest. The diversity duo also discusses, and in this episode, it gets a little heated debate about the polarization in the entertainment industry in general. So check that out. That's this week's License for Love. That was a good one. I like that one. That was a good episode this week. Another good one this week. Every Sunday night, we got your 6 at 6 with the People's Patriot Project. 6 p.m. Central Standard Time with the People's Patriot Project. This past week, they had American Warrior Garage with Scott Jones. If you're not familiar with the American Warrior Garage with Scott Jones, check it out. Good dude. Great show. So, yeah, every Sunday night, they do a live show. We got your 6 at 6, People's Patriot Project, on the People's Patriot Project Facebook page. Next up, environmentally speaking, this week was different. This week, the title of this week is Get to Know Us. The ladies over at Environmentally Speaking, they had their birthdays this past week. So first off, Clarice and Marissa, happy birthday, ladies. I really dig this show, and it's how do you explain environmentally speaking? It's all about the environment, right? And you think that it's all pro environment and this and that. It's a very educational show in in the means of it's based in Rhode Island, so a lot of it talks about like the environment and what's going on in the Rhode Island area, but they leave it open to where it will direct you to where you need to go for your local area and what you can do there. And one of the great things about this show, I think, was one of the episodes, Marissa says, just because it says it's environmentally friendly doesn't mean it's environmentally friendly. So it was really cool. Anyway, this week's show, it's all about getting to know the hosts. And they really changed it up. It was a fun show to listen to. You'll get to know both of the ladies quite well in a very fun kind of a manner. They tune in, they talk, and they answer questions to each other that really kind of help you get to know them better. And like they talk about how they love the environment and what they do and this, that, and the other thing. And it was just really cool. They share the same birthday, August 11th. They don't really tell you how old they are, which was kind of funny. Although I think you'll get a sense of how old one of them is. But I'm not going to tell you how. You got to listen to the show. It's really cool. So it was just an interesting. It was fun episode to listen to, and you really kind of get to know these gals and their passion for the environment, and for the environment and how things should work, how things aren't working, and right when you think, oh, this is going to go one direction and it's going to be like this, they do a 180 and turn on you. So they keep you on your toes, and that's what I really enjoy about this show. So check that out. That's this week's Environmentally Speaking. What else do we got? Next up, we got Time to Shine a Day with our man Scott Ferguson. This week, happiness and self-love for highly sensitive people with Lifescape wellness coach Tammy Goen. She's an author of Professional Women. She's the author of Professional Women's Guide to Handling Stress. Listed in the Who's Who in the World, Tammy helps other highly sensitive people create a toolbox for decreasing overwhelm and to increase self-awareness, self-compassion, and self-love. She uses various coaching techniques, EFT, tapping, energy modalities, and focus on shifting limiting beliefs to help HSPs honor their sensitive selves so their sensitivity can be their superpower. And let me tell you something. If you've never done like tapping or anything like that, don't knock it till you try it, because it's pretty cool. Malachias, what's up, brother? How are you? I was just talking about you a little bit earlier. I mentioned the events that you got coming up here in September. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Thanks for jumping on. All right, so that's this week's Time to Shine today. Really cool episode. Next up, we got the Live Free series is back, and this week, Jay's talking with none other than Shay Sparks. This week is titled "Freedom is Having the Ability to Make Your Own Decisions." In episode 12 of the Live Free series, the Shay Sparks. She's energetic. She's fearless. She's an awesome communicator. She's a great friend. She shares her heart, and you guys really get to know her on a deep, heavy, and very personal level as she shares some of her personal stories during their conversations. Great episode. Check it out. That's this week's The Live Free series. Next up, we got the Label Free podcast. This is a really fun one this week. This one's called Hey You Human, redefining what it means to be a human. This week's guest, Melissa Meller. She's the CEO of Hey You Human globally, recognized mental health and human wellness company. They serve corporations and individuals in over 80 countries around the world and within over 15 different applications. By night, she's she does a lot of leadership and she teaches people how to conduct work and lead their staff. This is a really cool episode. Check it out. Label Free podcast. All right, let me get caught up here. What do we got here? I'll be in Nashville at the Hemp Expo tomorrow at the Warfighter. Hey, listen, if you guys want to meet Malachias, who's got a nice set of pipes on him, he's going to be singing a lot over the next, his album's dropped already. He's going to be if you're in Nashville, go into the Hemp Expo, go to the Warfighter Hemp booth, and you'll be able to meet Doc over there. Check it out. Give him a hug. Cool dude. Definitely a cool person to have in your life, for sure. All right, moving on. We got a couple more. Stay with me, guys. Stay with me. Next up, we got the MSEC podcast from our friends over at Military Child Education Coalition. This week, it's the student-to-student, learning from each other. Pinecrest High School student-to-student members chat about the student-led program and how it's about creating connection for all students. Listen, you guys hear me say this pretty much every week about this show. If you are currently active duty, Guard, Reserve, or a veteran, and you have children who are in school, grade school all the way through high school, you need to be following the Military Child Education Coalition and listen to MSEC. Get your kids to listen to the MSEC podcast, because they have a lot of episodes that are run by students of their age, kids their age. So this is really cool. They have if you go to Military Child Education Coalition website, they just have a ton of resources, and they really make, we often forget about our military kids, and they're in it too. So there's a lot of resources for military families to help their kids as they transition, whether they're PCSing to another base or what have you. So check it out. That's this week's MSEC podcast. Love it. Love it when the youth come on and talk and share their experiences. Very important. All right, next up, last certainly not least, we got the Ubaldi reports. It's just facts, no fiction. Oh, just facts, no fiction. I think I almost said something else there. This week, this one's going to get heated. I can feel it already. For years, Republicans have complained about media bias and the uneven treatment received compared to how coverage is given to Democrats. But now we have seen this bias firsthand at the New York Times with a recent attempt by Senator Tim Scott of South Carolina to have an op-ed published. What do you mean? What do I mean? What do they mean? You're going to have to listen to the show to find out. Go to ubaldireports.com, and I will place the link for this week's episode as well. I mentioned Ubaldi Reports at the beginning of the show, talking about the recruitment of the military and whatnot. This show, you can find them live. They do short little clips on their social media platforms throughout the week, and it's very informative. And here's the thing: this one just happens to be kind of more right-sided. They don't pull any punches. I mean, when they say just facts, no fiction, I mean, they hit politicians on both sides of the aisle, and that's what I absolutely love and respect about this show. So check it out. Honorable mentions this week: God's Good Table. They just had an event here last week, so they're going to be up and running. And somebody over there just had a birthday recently, so happy birthday. Carry On Podcast is going to be back up in swings here very soon. And then, women's expressions on leadership, learning, and liability with our friend John Krotek. He's coming back. He's already got a couple of shows in the queue. And then Wake Up with Patty Catter. If you're not sure who Patty Catter is, I'm pretty sure that most of you know who Patty is. She was a co-host of mine over at the Decision Hour for a couple of years. She's got her own show. She's been doing a lot. She's always been part of the network, but she's doing more now with us, so we're happy to have her here. So go check out those honorable mentions this week. Of course, I got to give a shout out to our sponsors, My Tax Fella, my buddy Anthony over there. His entire staff, they handle our books for all of my companies. So if you need bookkeeping, you need your taxes done, go to My Tax Fella. Short Mountain Distillery, appreciate you guys over there, what you do with our sister company, HMG Beverage. JB Auto Clothiers, listen, the cat's out of the bag. It's one of the companies that I co-founded, and we are working with Team Auto with their Veterans Closet, and we are suiting up transitioning veterans. And I can't tell you how many we've done this year already. It's in the realm of 35 to 40. Actually, it's more than that. I think it's over 50. I think we've suited up around 50 transitioning veterans this year alone. So absolutely awesome. We'd love your guys' support. We don't post much there right now because we're waiting on the website. But if you could go over to the JB Auto Clothiers Facebook page, give us a like and a follow over there, please. Simper Savage, best salad dressing and marinades on the planet. Absolutely love them. And then, of course, HMG Beverage. And I'm going to take the hat off there. HMG Beverage. We got our coffee and our spirits. Right now, we're out of the bourbon. We got gin available still in Tennessee and Missouri, and we are almost there, folks, where we can sell this online. And that's all I'm going to say. Just stay tuned for that. We are getting very, very close to that. Yeah. And then our coffee. Our coffee is up, but I'm not going to tell you about it quite yet because I went to the website today and wasn't happy with it. We got to update the website. So hmgbeverage.com if you want to go check it out. Again, listen, hats are on sale right now. I've only got a limited supply of them at the moment. So if you want one, they're $25 plus shipping. They're snapbacks. I love them. Gabe, what's up, brother? Gabe will have a hat. I know he want a hat because he'll rock this stuff. Gabe's a good dude. What else am I missing? Anything, folks? I'll wait here a minute just to see if anybody says anything. Otherwise, that's all I got this week. I appreciate you guys jumping on. Make sure you guys check everything out. Always loves hats. Yeah, I know you do. That's I know you do. check out some of the make sure you check out all the shows. Go to heroesmediagroup.com. Again, folks, we are hiring right now. If you are I'm looking for audio and video, I don't know, producers. I'm looking for audio and video producers, engineers. I need post-production. If you can edit audio, I need to talk with you. And Gabe, I already know what you're going to say because you're already on the list. So we are hiring. If you are looking to join a company that is quickly growing, I'm looking for audio engineers that can, that know how to run and do audio production for podcasts and for audiobooks. We got a lot of audiobooks that we're getting ready to do, and we're looking for some help. So if you're interested, go to email your resume to info@heroesmediagroup.com. That's it. That's all the time I got. What do we got here? Yes, it is. It is remote work. Thank you, Stephen, for bringing that up. I appreciate that. It is remote work. So if you do not have to come into an office or anything like that, you can edit the audio or video from the luxury of your own home. And here's the cool thing about it. There's no dress code. So wear whatever you want. Just whatever. We're looking for good people to grow the team here. Like I said, we got some new podcasts that are coming up. We got new audiobooks coming up. So let's make it happen. Steven, we'll email. Appreciate it. You're in Tennessee. Even better. I love it. We got to get together. Steven, what part of Tennessee are you in? Since we're already on here, what part of Tennessee are you in? So yeah, we're growing here at HMG, and it's an exciting time, and I want to finish up this year strong, and next year's only going to get better. So if you're looking at being a part of a cool team, a veteran-owned company, then I want you. Let's set up an interview. Memphis, ooh yeah, Memphis, love Memphis. Gabe, I'm gonna leave. I'm not even gonna repeat that, and I'm gonna leave that one alone. Listen, guys, that's all the time I got today. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for your guys' patience the last couple of weeks. This is what it is, and I love you guys for it. So listen, let's do this. Let's do this. All right. Let's have a great week. Have a great weekend. Get outside. Enjoy some of the weather. It's starting to cool down, I think, a little bit in parts of the country. With that being said, God bless you. God bless America. I'll see you guys next week. Take care.